Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? Back again to do some painting for Dino-Defenders, and that is really loud music in my ear. Hopefully that has worked out alright. Oh, you can't even hear it because I haven't got the desktop audio on. Yeah, so hopefully, let me know if the music's too loud. But yeah, so on today's stream, I'm working on this frame still, and I've just added the chair. I was painting a bit before I went live, and we're going to be doing Rose in the bed this evening, and Greg, who should be chilling somewhere. But what was I doing? Yeah, I need to get the chair down. Thank you so much, Big Shark, for the $2 tip. Cardinal Tanastropius says, Godspeed. Has anyone clapped back from last week? No, not really. Although, you know, I deserve a little bit of clap back because I was wrong on a couple of things. I was actually wrong on a couple of things because guess what? And I want this to be on the record. For someone who doesn't really like Camp Cretaceous, I have given it a second chance. I went back and watched season 3 again because I was like, you know, was I right to be as harsh as I was? To cut a long story short, yes. Yes, I was. But at the same time, there are some things that I got wrong in my initial review, which isn't it ironic that the person who made complaints about people who make Fallen Kingdom videos and that like soon after the release of the film they get details wrong and then they go down tangents based on that. Who went and did the same thing? Me. Gary says, loud as you want, I've got lawnmowers outside. Okay, music should be alright then. Yeah, so I complained that they had forgotten to add the hole in the visitor centre where the Indominus Rex was supposed to have burst through. The hole is there, it's just, I don't know, it was kind of a blink and you'll miss it moment. But I mean, well, blue comes in through the hole, but it is there. The point is, it is there. I was wrong. They did remember to put the hole in. Doesn't excuse the T-Rex skull, but yeah, it's there. Don't beat yourself up, Big Shark says. It's fine, Jack, we're all human. And Cardinal says, don't beat yourself up. No, I will beat myself up, because I should hold myself to the bloody standards I hold everyone else to. But anyway, no, point is, now, I complained about the boat, the hole in the boat. Now, this is a little bit more of a nuanced complaint. So I complained that there was they're on the boat partying and then the boat rocks and then there's a hole just appear and, you know, they never explain what made that hole. Well, I watched it back again and actually I was like, hang on a second, something is on the boat, isn't it? That's what they're alluding to. It's still stupid because the kids just go, I think one of them mentions, might have been Sammy mentions, she says something along the lines of, oh, what is it? She says, we couldn't have hit anything, we weren't moving. It might have been Yaz actually. Like they said, like, well, we couldn't have hit a rock, we're not moving, something like that. And then the characters just forget it, so that's why it's still stupid. Like the characters don't even question it. And it's also silly the fact that they're saying that this thing has been on the boat the entire time. I guess that can be conclusive once we see season 4 and it's revealed what is on the boat. But yeah, so my initial complaint about that was a tad off, but just for the record, just stated it here. I recognise that I was wrong, but it still doesn't make season 3 good to me. There was actually another mistake I noticed when I went back. So they go to Kenji's apartment in the 3rd episode, and of season 3, and as they're like approaching the apartment, Kenji, they're all like going wow like this, and Kenji says, if you think it looks great on the outside, wait till you see what's on the inside. So they're all acting like as if they've never seen this place before. But in episode 2 of season 2, which I actually went back and checked out to make sure I got my facts right, they complain about Kenji forgetting the key code number to get into his father's penthouse. So they have been there, unless he's got like more than one place on the island. But then it gets really confusing because I believe they both use the words penthouse. But they always talk about his penthouse like it's a singular thing. But either way, it reads like a big mistake having them go, you forgot the key numbers to the code to the door, and then all of a sudden they're there like, whoa, like we've never seen this place before. So, and then not only that, another little mistake, the kids didn't try a key code. I think we complained about this in the review, saying that, you know, they used the key card or something. They used the key card on Kenji's dad's apartment and it didn't work. It was actually his key code, as I'm just mentioning. But then they show Megalosaurus just pushing down one of the vents and climbing in. You think the kids would have tried that, so it's just a bit of logic breaking in the show. The Jurassic Emilio asks, do you think that they stretched the amount of time Sammy was alive after E750 had poisoned her? No, not really. Because it was pretty quick she started getting sick. Now I need to open up... I actually need to open up something, and it's spoilers. So I'm going to just close Photoshop, and you can get this lovely red forest background for a second while I open up a file. But yeah, so it's safe to say I went back and did some more revision, because I thought I was like, it's not that I was a bit too harsh on it. Someone said no, the whole of the Indominus is in the visitor center. I was like, oh no, I've done the thing that I hate. Okay, we're back. Pew. So I picked up this little nugget. Yeah. So I need to edit this. This is like an ornament. The Eggman asks, if you were on a dinosaur island survival scenario, what would you bring for survival and defense? I'd bring a phone that works, a satellite phone, and I'd bring a gun, big gun. David the Mus says, in 4 days your first Jurassic Park collection video will be 10 years old. Oh yeah, bloomin' heck. Maybe I need to do something for that. And Jack, how are you doing? He says, Paul Kirby fans represent. Yeah, boy. See, this is the thing. I think I was saying this in one of the Jurassic chats with some other people. I was saying how, like, you know, the kids surviving on the island in Camp Cretaceous, you know, we've got to take this thing as hard canon, right? So the kids survive on this island with, I say little to no trouble. They do get in trouble, but there's, you know, they all survive. None of them have died. Even Ben falling out of the monorail and being picked up by pteranodons, yada yada yada, whatever. But when I was younger, I used to find, and I've even said it in a previous video on this channel, that, and this was, I believe, before Fallen Kingdom came out, I was saying that the most unbelievable thing, it was in my video, I believe, how crazy can Jurassic Park get, and I stated at the end that I thought the most craziest thing that they've done in the film so far at that time was Eric surviving on the island for 8 weeks. Now, again, and this is a bit of a retraction video, I'm going to retract that, because after Camp Cretaceous, you know, Eric Kirby's survival on the island is starting to look a little bit more plausible. by I say a little bit, by a great margin. But it's also, I feel like, because I underappreciated a certain line of dialogue in Jurassic Park 3, where they're in the bird cage, and Eric, Amanda's like trying to get, you know, she's saying to Eric like, oh, I'll be right behind you. He's about to cross that walkway. And then he goes, I'll be alright, Mum. I've been alone in a water truck for 8 weeks. I think, yeah, the fact that like he's been alone in the water truck for 8 weeks, that leads me to believe that he has basically just been sitting around doing pretty much bugger all on the island for 8 weeks. So the believability of his survival is sort of goes straight up. Ransom Jackson says, I'm watching this in school. Get back to work, son. As a new father, as a new dad, I have to tell you to get back to work. Stop watching this stream. Stop slacking off. Do your homework. Cardinal Tanistrophius, thank you so much for the $5 tip. Can't stick around, but I wanted to congratulate you on the new job. This will be the summer of Pterodome. Yes, thank you very much. Very much looking forward to starting this new job. It's a whole different kettle of fish to what I've done before, but, well, for the most part. What's your opinion on Captain Phillips? Is that the Tom Hanks film? Is that the one? Or am I thinking of something else? J-Dog says, are you planning on adding Spinosaurus to your videos? Do you mean the Dino-Defenders? Dino-Defenders Extreme? No, there's no Spinosaurids in Dino-Defenders Extreme. None whatsoever. Yes, the Tom Hanks films. I like that Captain Phillips film. That's the one where he's like, I am the captain now, or whatever it is. I am the captain. Yeah, it's alright. Gary says, I think people just like Paul Kirby's moustache. Well, he doesn't. He doesn't. Have you had to explain NFTs to anyone yet? Yes. Yes, I have. Several times. Especially my family. They have no idea what I'm talking about, so... yeah, it's just talking about Eric Kirby. Yeah, it's just much more believable now in retrospect compared to Camp Cretaceous. I mean, there's still my issue with Eric Kirby is still the fact that he's acting quite nonchalant afterwards, like he's not scarred or anything like that. Like emotionally, he seems quite normal. But then again, if he has actually been doing nothing, it's like, then wouldn't he be acting normal? But these kids in Camp Cretaceous, they're like still joking around, and they've been through some horrendous stuff. They've seen so many people die, and they're just like, I mean, it seems a bit silly to say, but they're acting like cartoon characters. It's like they should be freaking petrified. What do you think is on the boat? Says Jurassic Emilio. I think it's a baby Scorpius Rex that is going to be like really lovable and some sort of like something they try and replace for Ben, and then it starts to grow up and acts really weird. That's what I think is going to happen. Jason Kruger says, a new hybrid that Wu made before E750, but for some reason neglected to mention in his personal logs. Yeah, exactly. See, this is the thing. I explained it on my review for Season 3, but like it really doesn't feel like it fits when you watch Jurassic World and you see Masrani talking to Wu about the Indominus, and like not one of them brings up E750, even though they're meant to have been they're meant to have talked about it in the past. Are you planning on doing a Coop video with Clayton again? Co-op video. A Coop. I've got Jurassic Park 3 on the mind, so Cooper. We'd like to, yeah, but it's just timing. Maybe soon. The Jurassic Media says, think about it. The kids wore the same clothes for 6 months straight. I can't even wear the same clothes for more than 3 days. But that's the thing, like, I was saying this in a chat group earlier, like, I was kind of hoping that the kids would start wearing like the merchandise around Jurassic World. Like that's how they like change their attire each season. But like you know, you can still keep it within their like branded colors for each character or whatever they want to do for like branding's sake. But like you could have the kids wearing all different merch that they find around the store. So Gayfuff says, what's the blue thingy called? Are you talking about this thing? It's a little like dinosaur head. The top of a dinosaur head. You got the eye, the nostril, some teeth. It's like a little trinket. A lost little artifact. Big Shug says, I'm going to have so much to look at after this stream. Yep, I'm sorry about that. I mean, you can't really see what it is from over there. Maybe it needs to be bigger. Yeah. Maybe if I put like diamond in its eye. What is it though? Oh, do you mean species? I have no idea. No idea, sorry. There you go, look. got like a jewel in its eye. No, that doesn't look good. I prefer it blue. Right. Maybe, actually, if I get a lighter blue, it's just to try and highlight. What is going on here? Maybe if I use the blue highlighter, it might be easier to see, like, in the distance. So... So, yeah, that's better. Also, something I want to show you guys that's sick. Check this out. Courtesy of Mr. Zool. This is not finished yet, but check this out. So the idea of having this 3D shot, and what I want to do, is this a new intro aspect shot? No. So something I'm going to edit on stream in the future, because it's going to take so long, and I want to actually show this process. Something I want to do, I probably won't show the whole thing on stream because it's going to take absolutely ages, but there's going to be a dinosaur attack happening, and the background, it's like a running shot, and the background is 3D with 2D characters being chased. So there's a lot going on. It's like, I was pitching to Zul, I was like, you know when you watch like Disney films and there's like Beauty and the Beast is the example I gave, where like they're dancing in the ballroom and they're done in 2D but the environment is 3D as the camera spins around. I was like, I want something like that, and it doesn't have to be like crazy detailed, but just enough to, and something that kind of suits the style. So we worked together and made this. Megalosaurus, asked Gary. Well, yeah, it's going to be the Megalosaurus Attack. So you can see the top of the wall here is all smashed. So that's actually going to have the door on it in 2D, and then the thing's going to smash its head up, destroy the wall, and then that's why the hole is there. So there's so much going into this. This particular shot is going to be nuts, and it's so there's so much needed to go into it that I'm like, I just want to show people how I do this stuff on stream. So I'm like, I don't care about spoilers when it comes to this stuff. Like, I just want to like show the process. So yeah, so that's something to look forward to. Obviously the background's green screen because I'll be adding in a background moving. But yeah, and it stops 10 seconds here because it's got to do the whole like smashing the door. Then it will chase characters through here, and it stops here for a little bit, but I've got a gap here. But I only needed that just for certain things characters might do, but it might actually get cut really short here, and then it will go low along the ground here, following the feet of the dinosaur, like, you know, coming in front of the camera, and then end here. So yeah, to give you guys an update on what's going on. Lots of different stuff. So it's just going to have this random moment of 3D-ness, but I just figured that'd be kind of cool. And I'm going to have some red wine. kind of like sort of just an animation experiment, I guess. Right, where are we looking? Big Shark says it kind of reminds me of the Toy Story 2 opening. That's funny because you know the opening credits of episode 1 are inspired by Toy Story 2. I think I probably told you that before. David, I haven't seen any of those movies you're mentioning, so that's why I've not got anything to say on them. Favorite King Kong fan films? I haven't seen any. Right. Let's do that, and then do that. So it's like the glass, and then we just get a layer, and we just want to. Ooh. Just so we get the slight glass. Yeah, I really hope I can find a good flow in animating over that 3D background, because that's going to be a challenge. Still don't quite think I don't think it's going to be quite as easy as I'm kind of originally expecting it to be, because I have to like animate it frame by frame, but the thing is, like, a lot of frames don't need reanimating, so I'm just going to have to try and get my head around it. A lot of human animation as well. Okay, so let's get Rose underway. Oh, I just need to consult my book on where I'm up to in the story, because I need to know what Rose is doing at this point. Okay. mean, you could technically class the Peter Jackson King Kong film as a fan film because that's his favourite movie and he remade it. So technically the 2005 King Kong film is the best King Kong fan film. Gary Fife says you have a book about it. I don't have any book for any of my stories. Oh, I do. I have this sketchbook. I'll when Dino-Defenders is all said and done, I will make videos about what this book contains. So I'm actually actually there is a shot of Rose that I wish I could find. Where is that? No, it's not that file. It's just so I can get the other side of her head. I've already drawn it, so I just need to find it. Here we go. So it's basically just normal. Okay. What I'm going to do is actually just trace over this and then flip the image. Oh, actually, it should be this side. Just trying to get it all the opposite. Oh well, I can just sort of make it up. And now what we need to do is her arm sling is the other way around. So actually if we take those and now flip them. Woo. So she... Oh my god, I'm trying to get my head around mirroring. No, yeah, so her arm is on this side. in the sling. I nearly made a huge error then. Don't know why I thought the sling would be the other way around. This is where, see, this is what I'm also looking forward to when I come to like the last, especially episode 5 when I come to it, is like all the crazy action shots. So there's gonna be a lot more movement in the final 2 episodes. I mean, as you just saw, I have this like 3D animated frame to do. And there's going to be like a lot more sort of quick cuts. So there are some frames that I'll do where there's like a ton of detail, but you just won't see it unless you pause the video, obviously. This I'm just sort of making up how she's... No, you know what? Didn't like that. Ilya says, "Oh, so she survived." Yes, she did. Gary says, and she'll stay alive following the events of the story, right, Jack? I'm not telling. I'm not saying anything. Jason T says, who are some of your celebrity crushes? Don't really have any. Ilya says, I mean, when the episode finally comes out, it might be a good thing that I missed some of it just watching without suspecting what would happen next. Yeah, that is the best way. I try to avoid like major spoilers on stream. There is going to be a couple of major spoilers on some future streams because I just want to actually like animate some dino action on stream without hiding it, because I think that's fun and people should see it. But I do tend to like keep everything as cryptic as possible, unless, as Big Shark might tell you, unless I make a bloody mistake and you catch something, like I accidentally open up or don't close a certain file in time. Big Shark says, oh, I definitely catch a lot of things. I don't doubt you do. It's really pleasant music for the image I'm drawing. Hello, Jurassic Room. He says, "Oh God, Rose, you don't look so good, lol." Right, so that's pretty good. Happy with that. Now we're going to add the colour. We're actually going to use the... where is it? Where? Rose. I just want to use her actual standard colours. Nope. Jurassic Rim says, "I always had a crush on Hannah Spirit from Primeval." Yeah, I know her mainly from S Club 7, which was this pop group from the late 90s, early 2000s, somewhere around then. Wait, is that? Thoughts on Arrival, asks David. Is that the Alien movie, right? Or do you mean the other movie? There's two movies called Arrival. There's Arrival and The Arrival. You definitely talk about Arrival, right? She's like 40, married, and has a kid. Last time I checked, mission failed. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Gary Pfeiffer says to Rose, "Why don't you go to the beach someday? Get some sun." From Simon Masrani. Now Rose's far cry from going to the beach. I'll just say that. This is what I'm just really excited about, like drawing these characters in more in a dynamic fashion now. Now the sort of like calm before the storm is basically over. mean, there's a couple of scenes in episode 4, which chapter 4, should I say, where the characters are just standing around like the briefing room and all that. But when things kick off, it's pretty much going to be all systems go. So you get a lot more dynamic shots like this. How about both, says David. Well, The Arrival I haven't seen, and and Arrival with the aliens I thought was okay. Jurassic Grim says, I can't wait to make my next Jurassic World Dominion video. I had a scene leaked to me by a guy called Dickie Beer. He's a stuntman actor who played Boba Fett, but he's actually just finished work on Dominion. Nice, don't spoil it here. And Dickie Bear, whatever his name is, he shouldn't be spoiling anyway. So, but whatever. Oh my god, hitting a wall. What's your opinion on A Quiet Place, asks David. I thought it was stupid. Acting's good, monster design's good. Music, can't remember it, but I guess it's pretty good, the music. Does it fit it? Cinematography, good. Premise, stupid as hell. Hello, Seeker. He says, what's up, Cannon Cowboys? Welcome. Welcome to A Quiet Place. Place where we just sit and chill and paint an old lady going absolutely berserk in bed. Wait, did I just take... Oh, I need the white for her collar. There we go. And then now I need the blue for her scrubs. For her overalls. They're not called scrubs, are they? The scrubs are what they doctors and nurses wear. I don't know what you would call it. What they wear in hospital. That sort of thing. You met Michael Biehn, Jurassic Room. That's cool. Star of the Abyss. And Aliens Colonial Marines, the video game. Hospital Gown, there you go. That's the name. So that's what it's called here in the UK too. I just drew a blank. So if I get Rose done, I'm going to start working on Greg, who's in the room with her. Looking completely shocked by what he's witnessing. Gary Pfeiffer says, Greg? Yeah, the CCTV guy. Actually, I should probably pull him out. Get him ready for this shot. This guy. When he's there. Greg. This guy here. So we'll sort him out in a minute. Old lady going crazy in the bed, yeah. Seen some things, got some things to say. Got to scream her head off crazy. Crazy old lady. Jurassic Grim also says, I met Larry Kenny, who voiced Lion-O in the original Thundercats cartoon. Real nice guy. Cool. Do you know what? Here's a fun fact for you. I've never seen a single episode ever of Thundercats, new or old. But I'm glad you got to meet him and that he was nice. That sounds cool. Okay. Right, let's get the details done. Get the line colours all changed, right? Is that black or dark blue? I believe it's a dark blue. I can tell you. Yeah, it's a very, very dark blue. A very dark blue. Actually, you know what? If we do that, we can actually get all her skin tone in one. Okay, there we go. Now we need to do her. We'll do this, the sling, which is grey again. Well, actually, and the little collarbone. Collarbone? I don't know. I'm tired. I'm losing the train of thought. That's what happens when you work at the beginning of the week and then come home and have to look after a little baby. They're just energy magnets, babies are. They say, goo goo gaga, give me all your energy. Hello, Maros, how are you doing? No. I think she's meant to have like some sort of dark shorts on, so I might just add just a little hint of that she's wearing something like that, and then just get a little bit of grey. Looks nice, by the way. Thank you very much. Right. So Rose has those. She has these big pupils. So what I'm going to do now is give her a small one. Because Yeah, that's it. And then her teeth. She has, I think she has the gap, doesn't she? Yeah, she has the gap in the top. I think she also has a gap in the bottom. Let me just watch back. Hello, Cretaceous the Hunted. How you doing? Let me watch back the. She's in episode 3. Let's try episode 1. Let's go to where they meet her. Yeah, she has a gap in the bottom. I only show the bottom one in episode 1. Do we? Gap in the top of episode 3. Bottom. Bottom. I only really actually show her bottom teeth. Oh wait. Or when she goes shoot it. Nope, still only the bottom ones. Wow. What about when she's hanging out the helicopter screaming? So I'm just watching a bit back. Yeah, it's still only the bottom ones. Wow. Okay. You're doing good, says Cretaceous Standard. How are you about yourself? A little tired, but getting on, doing really well. Got a lot happened over the last few weeks. Got a new job, quitting my other jobs. I say quitting, putting in my notice, doing it all above board. Learn to drive. Past that. Trying to think what expression I need to give her here. Yeah, that's good. Love the hands, they look simple yet so amazingly realistic and beautiful, says Maros. Yeah, so I used my real hand. I looked at it here in front of me. I did it on stream earlier and then I just drew basically what I was seeing. But, yeah, thank you. Anyway, it's just, using my real hand in front of me. David asked favourite 2018 movie, and Jurassic Room gives him my answer. Fallen Kingdom, of course. Fallen Kingdom's great. What else even came out in 2018? Right, now to add the details. Don't know how this is going to look, but I'm going to just try and make her face redder. There we go. The juxtaposition. That's like almost like a meme template, isn't it? Jurassic Room says Camp Cretaceous season 3 was damn good, by the way. Loved the Rex scenes, and E750 was great. Loved the look. Reminds me of more Albeliosaurs, but also some modern dinosaur discoveries with broad head. It's fair enough, man. I didn't like season 3. Maurice, I still don't get how you can make the backgrounds look so epic and detailed. You have real talent. Thank you. Well, if you want to find out how I did this background, it's basically on stream. You can see me paint it. Wait, how big is Rose in the bed? Okay, in the original shot. So we've got this scene just from the opposite side of the room. We're missing a water bottle. Better copy and paste that then. We'll literally just flip it because the reflections. We'll just do this. We'll go. We'll literally put it there like that. There you go. Done. Seeker says Jurassic Park is non-canon. Camp Cretaceous is the only canon. No, you've got that wrong. The only canon of Camp Cretaceous is the episode where Ben confronts Toro. That's the only canon of Camp Cretaceous. There we go. Right, so we've got that in there. Okay, Rose is going crazy. Oh, you know what? I might actually move that water bowl because it removes. I'll move it over here. Just because she can't see the. can't see the dynamic of the wire moving. There you go, that's better. It's a little bit small, but that'll do. Ian says, I'm new to these live streams, never really attended one in the past, so what do you usually discuss in these live streams? Anything you want, man. We talk about anything. It usually devolves to Jurassic Park, because that's what a lot of people know me for. Jurassic Room says, what did you not like about Season 3? To me, it was a huge improvement over Season 2, with the darker tone and some good character development. You also noticed the new character models. Kenji has some scruff. Sammy lost some weight. I've made a whole video called, it was my review of it. There's a couple of mistakes in there, like I complain about how the visitor center doesn't have the hole where the Indominus broke through, but yes, it does. I just didn't catch it the first time round. And I complained that the characters, or the series doesn't explain what made the hole in the boat. But obviously that's being saved for Season 4, obviously. But I'm still annoyed that the characters didn't really question it or explore the boat, even though they were having a bloomin' party on it and going around the whole boat. They didn't explore the whole boat. You think you would. There's just too many logic flaws for me to enjoy Camp Cretaceous. I just fundamentally don't believe that it's happening in the world of Jurassic. And things that annoy me, they say, they act, I mentioned this earlier in stream, but they act like they've never seen Kenji's apartment before. But in Season 2 they said that they were complaining that Kenji had forgotten the key code to his dad's penthouse, like they'd been there. And then the fact that they didn't go to the penthouse before and break in, and we see Monolophosaurus just breaking down a vent that they could have used, so they built this whole base. It's just a lot of logic stuff that I don't like. The fact that E750 has been running around the island for 5 months, or well, however long it's been since the end of Season 2, and they haven't encountered it once, and then you find out that it's got it can reproduce itself, but the reproduced version is exactly the same size and age, and they just don't bother to explain that. The fact that they talk about E750 being the first ever genetically engineered hybrid, which is fine. However, mentioning that Masrani said it was too ugly implies that Masrani has seen it and knows about the hybrids, which kind of goes against everything we know about Jurassic World. So, because in Jurassic World, he the whole point is he has no idea what he's done with the hybrid, what's been going on with it, and if he's not meant to be as involved. So he said the E750 was ugly and get rid of it. You'd think him and Wu would have mentioned E750 in Jurassic World during their conversation in Wu's office, but they didn't. So it just feels a bit odd. Oh, shoot. did I draw that on that layer? It should be on this layer. Jurassic Room says, my thing with the hole in the boat is that season 1 is during Jurassic World, season 2 is like a week later and a bit further, and season 3 is almost 4 months later, so the boat could have been nicked somewhere. Now, they make a specific point in the show of showing them on the boat having this yacht party, and then the boat like suddenly rocks, and they're like, whoa, what was that? And then we cut to the hole, and it's like the show is telling us that the hole is created by whatever that is, and you can see it's bent out from the inside, so... But the thing is, like, they had all the... This is the thing, the logic thing I'm talking about. Like, they had everything they needed to get off the island. And then Kenji goes, let's have a yacht party. And it's like, yeah, okay, I don't believe that this is happening in the world of Jurassic. The kids are like, yeah, let's just have a yacht party. We've got time to kill. It's like, you literally don't. And you've all been complaining about how you haven't been able to get off the island for months. And now your first time, like, where you're able to get off the island, despite all the insane ways you could have got off the island before. You want to have a yacht party? Like, no. Believability factor is out the window now. Completely. If it wasn't already destroyed by the fact that Ben, a child, took on a Carnotaurus with a stick on his own after showing absolutely no signs before of ever becoming that kind of person. I mean, I guess he did something in season 1. It's just, I just don't believe it. It's too far-fetched. Jurassic Room says there was a reason they had the yacht party, wasn't it? That the storm was rolling in. You just take the risk with the storm. You don't just suddenly have a yacht party. It's just it's too unbelievable. It's been a long day for them. Come on, Jack, says Ilya. Been a long day. It's been a long 6 months. I don't know if I've ever drawn Greg's feet before in this show. Gary Piper says, Da! Granddaughter gone! Drankovic, Reznov, Pendranko, Nevsky, to arms, find Mia, Jess and Kyle, kill Megaraptor. Jurassic Grim says, I'm pretty sure Trevorrow wants it to be considered canon, but it's pretty cartoony stuff if you got to let it slide. They've done a decent job trying to keep it in the lines, in my opinion. No, I don't. I don't care if Colin wants everyone to consider it canon. That's up to him and everyone else. If you want it to be canon, fair enough, but it just breaks it for me. So my head canon, it doesn't exist. Those events never happened. I just don't believe... when I watch the opening of Fallen Kingdom, I just don't believe those kids are watching it at the same time. They're just not there in my... in the way I see things. Big Joke says, I do believe we see his feet in episode 3. Oh yes, we do, don't we? Because he's got his feet up. Thank you, Big Shark. Knows my show better than I. Jurassic Room says, my biggest issue is that it's been 6 months in the show and there's been no damn way there wouldn't be a rescue party for those brats. Well, exactly. Again, that speaks to my biggest issue with the show, which is the logic of it. It's like, where are the parents? Where's Dave and Roxy? Where are the people who know that those kids are on the island, or at least would think that there's a potential for them to survive? You'd think there'd be someone doing something, but the show just seems to completely be bypassing that. And they may answer it later on down the line, but it's like, I think for the believability of the kids being lost on the island, you kind of needed to answer that early on. Like, or they'll have like the end of season 5, they'll have like a shot of, or like a scene where not Darius because he doesn't have his parents, or his mum, they come home and his mum's replaced him with someone else. So he just looks a little bit like Darius. Or Kenji meets his dad and he's got a new son, Benji, and he's like, what? Who's this? And he's like, it's my son, Benji. Who are you? And he's like, I'm your son, Kenji. I went missing on the dinosaur island. And he's like, never heard of you. Guards! Maybe they'll do that. Right, where are we looking? Let's pull up Greg's feet. Jurassic Room says, yeah, the logic in the Jurassic Park / Jurassic World franchise is lacking. I agree, but Camp Cretaceous seems to be taking it to an insane level, which I just can't get on board with. Like, if the show was just meant to be like looked at as like the Topps comics were for Jurassic Park back in the day, then yeah, I'd have no issues with it whatsoever. It's when they're like toting that it's definitely linked with the movies. I'm like, okay, so you're telling me in the same universe as The Lost World, where Eddie Carr has been ripped in two, and the same universe where like Ellie's going, oh Ray, or whatever she says, oh John, and then she turns around and there's this bloodied arm stump, and it's like, ah, like, or the universe where Ludlow and Malcolm are talking about him talking to this skeptical inquirer and spreading fake news about Malcolm, all that sort of stuff is in the same universe where an explosion happens in a warehouse as a kid rides an Ankylosaurus and in slow motion during the explosion puts on the hand sanitizer and throws it away. No. Stop that. Stop it. No. Doesn't happen. It's not what happens. Enjoyed the stream, but I have to go. Keep up the amazing work. Have a great day, everyone, says Maros. Thank you very much. No, I don't want to play the Mandalorian soundtrack. YouTube. Bugger off. Never watch the show. Never will. I'm going to go back to listening to the Chad Golden Compass PlayStation 2 soundtrack. Thank you very much. Right. Where is this shot of Greg? Wait, what frame number is it? One 141. No. Why can't I find this frame? Seems to be just missing from my archives. I mean, I've got it, but it's... okay, 141 it is then. Wait, that's so weird. I might have it here. Here we go. Oh my god, that took me ages to find. Whoa, look, he's got shorts. Oh my god, he's got shorts and dunes on. Wait, have I drawn him? We haven't seen him in episode 4 any lower than that, have we? Just double check. No, okay. Jurassic Grim says, I want to look at it as canon. Most of the stuff I can explain away, but some of it's just a little bit too much, hence Ben versus Toro. Yeah, no, I can't accept it. Not in my head canon. Not in my canon. What's his feet like? What's his shoes? They're like round bit. Okay, so they've got round bit like this. Jurassic Grim says, I wish I could do the same for the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Well, you can. It's just easy. You just don't pay attention to them and just ignore them. I do it with the Alien films. Like, whenever I watch the Alien films, whenever I watch Alien 3, whenever I get to the end, I'm like, yeah, that really feels like the end. So it is the end. I just don't believe that they clone Ripley 200 years later, so... I do with stuff all the time, like Twister. I've mentioned it before in the past. Twister is in my Jurassic Park headcanon. And just the other night I watched Arachnophobia, and now I've put that in my Jurassic headcanon as the first ever story in the headcanon that I've got going on. Okay. And Greg looks like a giant, so I want to... bring him down a little bit. Jurassic Room says Arachnophobia is a great movie. I also have a movie called Arachnid. Terrible acting, okay special effects, but also kind of gross to just look up Arachnid tick scene and you'll know why. Alright, I'll look that up in a bit. Might need to just make Greg's head just a little bit bigger. Yeah, I recommend listening to our whole review of Camp Cretaceous Season 3. There's a couple of details I get wrong, but you'll hear us just rant and and give our perspective. The thing is though, like E750, I think the design looks derpy as hell when you're not seeing the thing move. In the actual show it looks pretty good. Actually, do I still have the meme from last week's video up? I do. There you go. Just for you, Jurassic Room. That's like... That's from last week's. It's still available. Like, if you see it just on its own, like not moving like that, it looks really derpy. But if you you see it in motion, it looks pretty good. Anyway, Big Chuck says, "Is Greg a mountain man?" No. Oh, I just realised I haven't added. Okay, so what we're going to do now is do the colours. Like, I wonder, I'm just going to try something because I was thinking about this. Let me just pull up a picture. Where is it? I'm just looking for an image. Bear with me. Ah, found it. Okay, it's going to be a quick edit, but I've got the concept art for E750 up, right? Just use this one. I always thought just a quick fix would be to make it look less derpy, and I'm going to see if this is true. It might be not. It might not work, but I just wanted to see. It was literally flip the teeth. Wait, let me... Let me just see. This is just going to be really rough, but hopefully you'll get the idea. Basically, so like the bigger teeth are on the bottom rather than the top. Yeah, something like that. So take this head. Yeah, right? So you get the idea. So instead of having this like derpy face with the teeth poking out here, you have them coming from the bottom. Like that's my only like complaint, was like it looks, when it's standing still it just looks a bit derpy. In motion it looked fine. Hello Bancroft. Okay, we actually want to get Greg going here. Hello, Harrison. Big Chuck says, so Jack, you finally killed the clock. No, I just learnt to take it down before streaming. It's behind me under a cushion. The clock lives, don't you worry. What? Jurassic Room says, I want to nap, but I need to go make a video with a shark fetus. What? What are you doing with a shark's fetus? That might be the strangest freaking comment I've ever had in a live stream. Harrison McCarthy says, you smothered the clock. Yes, I gave it the old Eli Mills treatment. The Benjamin Lockwood treatment. Hey Jack, have you seen A Quiet Place Part 2 yet, says Harrison. No, I didn't particularly like the first one. We were talking about this earlier on in the stream. I didn't really like the first one, so I'll probably catch the second one at some point, but I'm not rushing to see it. Jurassic Room says, well, if you see my King Kong 2005 overdue review, you'll understand. Alright, I'll check that out. I'll check it out at some point. How long is it? Should I watch it on stream? Where's this? Why have I got no? There we go. That's better. Oh, you've got to record it. Oh, okay. Jurassic Room says, I finished the 17-page script that I've been working on since December because I'm lazy, unfortunately. 17-page script. Short film? What's the script? Just facts I found online for making of books and for me watching the 13 hours of bonus materials around Peter Jackson's film. Oh, cool. Cool, cool, cool. It's probably this wine that's making me more tired. Get that wine in me, boy. Get that wine in me. He's got white socks and grey shoes. I'll do the grey shoes first. Okay, well, you know what? I might actually not put the black under his shoes, because I think I do that with a lot of characters, and it'd be nice to actually just have like his shoes one colour. Okay. Right, to get the lines all right. Start with Greg's little hat. Oh, I've just noticed a mistake. We'll sort that out at the end. His sideburns. He hasn't got sideburns here. Jurassic Room says, everyone's all excited about these cicadas that are coming out of the ground for their metamorphosis. But I hate them. They're ugly little bastards. They're huge and they fly in my face outside. I know the ones you mean. We don't really get those in the UK as far as I can tell. But I know exactly what you mean. I've seen them on documentaries. The UK is such a good place to live in terms of animals. Like, we just killed anything that was a danger to us. Just got rid of it. Dominate it. Dominate. Dominate the animal kingdom. Dominate it, yeah. Big Shark says it'd be funny if Arnold Schwarzenegger played Grant. God, I would love to have seen that Jurassic Park. You get like Malcolm going, she's tenacious. Then Arnold would be like, you have no idea. Try to imagine yourself in the Cretaceous period 65 million years ago. You find yourself in face to face with one of these velociraptors. And you keep still because you think its vision's based on movement, like T-Rex, which won't see you if you don't move. But no, this is Velociraptor, and he is out in force today, and he slashes at you with this, a 6-inch retractable claw, like a razor on the middle toe. He doesn't go for the jugular like a lion see, no. He slashes at you here or here. Spilling your intestines. And the point is, you're alive when they try to eat you. So, try to show some little respect. Okay. It's nothing like a good Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. A kind of some people might say that they're a little bit old hat in terms of comedic value, but I say, shut up. Jurassic Room says, Ian, freeze! I mean, chill. Oh, there's another good line from the movie where if he was Grant, goes, oh my god, shall I try and do the whole scene? No. Condors. If I was to make a flock of condors on this island, you wouldn't have anything to say. No, John, this isn't something that was obliterated by deforestation or the building of a dam. Dinosaurs had their shot and they just selected them for extinction. I don't really understand this Luddite attitude, especially from a scientist. I mean, how can we stand in the light of discovery and not act? Oh, what's so great about discovery? It's a violent, penetrative act. You scientists call discovery. I call a rape in the natural world. And what's Ellie say? I can't remember now the opening bit of what she says. Oh my god, I can't remember it now. The first line she says before she starts talking. Or the line she opens with when she starts talking is what I'm trying to say. Someone just say the first word and I'll get it. And then we'll get to Arnold Alan Schwarzenegger. Yeah, I know she starts talking about the ecosystem, but there's something she says. Oh, God, my mind's drawn a blank. Let's see if I can find it quickly. Yeah, she says, well, the question is, how could you know anything about an extinct ecosystem, and therefore how could you ever assume that you can control it? Now I'm going to close it and go back to painting. You have plants in these buildings that look beautiful, but no, that you have plants in these buildings that are dangerous and are poisonous, but you pick them because they look good. But John, these are aggressive living things. They have no idea what century they're living in, and nature's... I'm getting the lines with that. You know idea, and they'll defend themselves violently if necessary. And then, what was it? Hammond shakes his head. He's like, Dr. Grant, if there's one person here who's convinced of what I'm trying to do, it's all just changed so radically and we're just running to catch up. I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but look, dinosaurs and man, two species separated by 65 million years of evolution, have just been suddenly thrown back into mix together. I mean, how could we possibly have the slightest idea of what to expect? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You're meant to come down here and defend me against these characters, and the only one I've got on my side is the blood-sucking lawyer. Thank you. There you go. Thank you, everyone who's posting it in the chat. They're not monsters' legs, they're animals. Think of it like a big cow. Right, Gregster. Oh God. Took his lines away. Wow! I'm just thinking if he should probably be stood over here. Like he's just got up out of the seat. Yeah, it doesn't look right with him as close to the bed as that. Sean Connery as Hammond. Nedry. Our lives are in your hands and you have butterfingers. You know, really unappreciated in my time. You go run this whole park with minimal staff for up to 3 days. You think that kind of automation is easy? Or cheap? You know anyone who can connect egg connection machines or debug 2 million lines of code for what I bid for this job? Because if you can, I'd like to see him try. I don't ask people to pay for their mistakes. I don't blame people for their mistakes, but I do ask that they pay for them. Thanks, Dad. I will not get drawn into another financial debate with you, Dennis. I really will not. That's it. That's the bit I forgot. Yeah, debug 2 million lines of code for what I bid for this job. Because if you can, I'd like to see him try. I will not get drawn into another financial debate with you, Dennis. I really will not. There's been hardly any debate at all. I don't blame people for their mistakes, but I do ask that they pay for them. Isn't that an interesting line? Doesn't that imply that Nedry did something wrong, and he's making it up to Hammond by working for less? Just thinking now, Greg. He has just little black eyebrows. Gary Pfeiffer says, Jude, someone get the moon to stop chasing me. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? In the book, Nedry had to go back and rework his programming at significant cost to him, but Hammond hardlined him into doing it by threatening legal action and tarnishing his reputation. Damn, that is cold. You should give Greg a soda. No, he's had enough of those. The man already likes his snacks. Yeah, maybe you're right. The line discharges as a joke for Greg getting scared out of that chair when Rode woke up like that. Oh, I get ya. I was confused because Jude is not in the room at this point. It's just these two. Should I put a shadow under Greg? Yeah, that actually looks quite nice. Nope. Okay. I think that's done. So I am gonna save this as a background. Okay. Cardinal Dino-Defenders says, "Ooh, rose feet. Get your stinking foot fetish out of here." Do we get to find out what the Megaraptor is made of, Harrison McCarthy? Yes. It's made of Megaraptor. Exactly, Cardinals. Cardinal Tanstrave's got it right. Trying to see now if we Harrison says, "Buy in advance, my iPad is about to die." Well, see you later, man. Okay. Alright, that is done. Right, save that. Stuck on 99% at the moment. Come on. Save to 100%, please. I can show you guys something that you might be interested in. Where are we looking? Don't know if I've shown this on stream before. Where is it? Look. Look, it's Mia's parents. This is for a background prop, like a picture that's in the background. Just thought you'd like to see that up close. Okay, it's saved. Good. Oh, no. Right. Yeah. So that picture of Mia's parents actually in this shot here appears in this frame here. So you'll have to look out for that in the episode. Okay, well, what am I opening now then? What am I working on? Got a little while. Get a frame, blank frame. Let's do this. It's part of the wreckage of the petri dish on the outside. That's meant to be from this Megalosaurus Attack, because I did this one last time. So we're looking over here. Out. So first things first, duplicate the layer and then get rid of everything. Big Shark says also need to look out for that LN1. Are you talking about that shot I just showed you where you've got the picture of Mia's parents in it? Because yeah, you do see the old hybrid in that shot. Wait, I need to look at this shot properly. What am I working with? No, that's not the background. Because it's so grey, like everything's like blending together, so it's actually quite difficult to work out. And plus I painted this ages ago, so it's like kind of difficult to work out like what the intentions of the layers are when coming back to this. I really hope someone has an armory in the show, says Big Shark. Yeah. Yes. Someone may have weapons. Guard yourself from those dinosaurs. Right, It might just be easier to blur the background. The only non-dinosaurs are Tanny and LL1 currently, says Big Shark. Don't forget Dimetrodon. Dimetrodon. I'm literally just going to steal this rubble. Just steal it. Whoa, I just took the lighting. What? Oh god, what am I doing? Why have I still got rows open? Wait, why did I put that in there? It's meant to be this one. There we go. Did you ever get any free time to watch Clayton's interview with T-Rexpert? No, not yet, unfortunately. This is still in my watch later videos. I will get around to watching it. So which section is this, asked Big Shark? This is the whole Megalosaurus Attack sequence. So when the sun is rising, we've got all these different backgrounds that are going to deal with shots of the Megalosaurus attacking the petri dish. So I've been getting all the... I've been doing a lot of them on stream, like well in advance, but I'm just getting like a library of backgrounds from different angles. Because it's like a big action sequence, there's not so much I need specific shots of characters' faces looking a certain way because they're talking. This is more just full on action. Is one going to attack or both? Both of them. Hello, Maggie. Hi, how you doing, Jack? I wasn't here for a really long time. No, well, welcome back. It's good to see you. Oh goodness me, that was a big zoom in. Okay, and then a slight blur on the background. Maybe just stretch it out a little bit. Okay. Well, that was a pretty easy background to do. I just make it a little bit more orange, but just up the saturation. There we go. Okay, save that as. Okay, now let's see. Start on this one. A shot of the garage where Faye was crushed by the falling tower. Big Shark says, alright, it was fun chatting with you all, but no, it's time for me to head out. Hope you all have a great day. See you all next stream. Yeah, see you later, man. Thank you for coming along. Ooh, my goodness. So, Ruby. Yes, you're right. I'm forgetting my own character names. Where Ruby was crushed. Don't worry, your your Faye is safe there, Cardinal. Cardinal says I have big hopes for Faye. What do you mean? What do you mean by big hopes? Oh my Christ. Right, so that's the background layer. And we're going to duplicate this again. Yeah, so in this one we're going to rub out basically here. Oh right, you just hope she lives. Okay. God, it's going to be crazy when I just go, oh my god, I finished Dino-Defenders. Oh my word. I'm just sitting here thinking about like how much I have to do for just episode 4 alone, let alone episode 5. And just thinking about everything else I've got going on in life, I'm just like, it's gonna be a mountain. take it. It's like just taking it one step at a time. Like literally, it's going to be the longest process, but we'll get there. One step at a time. How can we, the viewing public, support these efforts? Plug. Well, I mean, the plug is constantly on screen. That's the thing. It's like written right in front of people's faces. Thing is, it's more just time. Like the reason I got the Patreon up is like in hopes that I would reach my Patreon goal, which would mean I could leave my jobs and concentrate on it fully. Obviously now I've got a new job that's, well, let's just put it this way, it's better than the monthly goal of the Patreon, and it also should hopefully give me more time to work on it. But obviously I've got a home life, I've got a baby and all that sort of stuff, and social life, family to see, holidays that have been booked, everything. It's trying to work out. I mean, to be honest, like there's certain aspects of Dino-Defenders, like I look back at what I've done for episode 4 and episodes 1, 2 and 3, and I can't believe I've even managed to get this far. So it's doable. It's just going to take such a long time, especially when I'm animating these huge fight sequences that last for 20 seconds or so, like per shot. Well, some of them will be like a few seconds long, but it's gonna be a very long process. Okay. Oh god, what have I just done? Oh, good. Okay, I thought I just clicked something that was gonna break my edit. Hello, Jurassic Unicast. Cardinal Tanistrophe says, you've got the power, the drive, the sheer audacity to see Dino-Defenders Extreme through. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like I want to have some really unique content on my YouTube channel. That's what I want. I want people to come to the channel and be like, oh, I don't see something like this every day. So Brando says hello there. I was watching your video earlier today, Unicast, of you guys watching Camp Cretaceous episodes 3 and 4 of the newest series. Watched that while I was washing up. It was quite funny. See you later, Maggie. Yeah, Sicky's ratings are hilarious. Gary asks, when the trailer for episode 4? A little while off yet. There's certain shots I want to put in the trailer, and I haven't even got to those yet, so... It's going to be more staggered this time, just because of the way life is playing out. Like, I could tease episode 3, the previous episodes of Dino-Defenders, quite early on, because I knew that it wouldn't actually take me that long, like very long, to actually complete those episodes. Like, I knew I'd do it within, like, say, X amount of time. I had a rough idea, and sometimes I even like got quicker. Like, episode 2 came out only a couple of months, 2 or 3 months after, what was it, June, July, August, September, October, 4 months after episode 1 had aired, which was a lot sooner than I was expecting. Episode 4, because such is life, it's something I don't want to, like, I mean, I've put teasers out, but I'm not going to put a trailer out until we're much closer, when I know I can sort of see the finish line. Oh, thank you, Unicast. Yeah, I know you know the pain of life getting in the way. You've got a baby too. I want it to get in the way though, that's the thing. You want the baby to get away. Babies are just awesome. What's the next Jurassic misconception? I have a list. One second, let me consult the list because I can't remember. A lot of Jurassic misconceptions, like, I have planned, I never make, because I have to be in the sort of right mindset of where I actually want to tackle the subject. And so, like, the one the other day where I was saying about this misconception of that I would probably tackle of the DPG information not being considered canon anymore because of Camp Cretaceous. I actually decided I'm not going to do that, because the video in question that I was going to tackle by that girl, I can't remember her name now, you guys posted it in the Discord. She kind of answered what I was going to say in that same video later on. She didn't say that it went against what she said at the beginning, but she kind of said it in such a way where I was like, oh, there's kind of no point in mentioning this. Just going to sort of beat a dead horse. Yeah, let me consult my phone. Where is it? It's down there. So I've got, are the raptors tamed in Jurassic World, which is kind of a boring one. I don't know if I will do that. Are the dinosaurs heroes in Jurassic World, which is more interesting. Endoraptor's gun / nose issues. I don't really need to do that. And then the other one is how Maisie being a clone is woven into the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom plot, which I've already done. So, what's happened? Why has Photoshop gone down like that? Gary 5 says maybe Stegosaurus not being planned to be on Isla Nublar, yet the embryos are there in the lab and all the dinosaurs were born on Sauna. I don't know about that. That doesn't really sound like a misconception. Right, I'm just going to do a couple of little touches and I'm going to end the stream because it is midnight and that is me my clocking off time. There's just a few things I want to tweak here. You had also bandied about doing alien misconceptions as well, Prometheus. Yeah, I mean, again, see, the thing is, whenever I do these misconception videos, it's usually when I'm in the mood to like actually tackle them, because I have to sort of be fired up to talk about them. And if I'm not fired up, then I don't fancy making them, because I always feel like they're a waste of time when I feel like that. But the Prometheus ones, I'd like to get around to doing. Usually what fires me up is I watch a video that then triggers me, and then I go and make the misconception video. But we'll see what happens once I'm in this new job and what my timing's like with things, because hopefully I might just have more time to make stuff anyway. Okay, I'm going to stop there with this one, but this isn't exactly finished, so I'm just going to save it as... Thank you for the $2 tip, Big Shark. That is most kind of you. Right, so just to show you what we've done today, we did this, this, and this. Yeah. Bleh, bleh, bleh. There we go. And on that note, thank you very much, guys, for watching this stream. And if you're watching the archive back, thank you for watching. Again, if you wish to support this project, visit the Patreon. Yeah, it means a lot. People sticking around to watch me slowly chip away at this series, and I can't wait to get episode 4 finished. It's just going to be so cool. But yeah, I'll be back next Friday. I believe next Friday, 9 PM till midnight. I'm gonna go get some sleep because I'm ruddy tired and I'm out of wine. So everyone, thank you very much, and I will. Where's the end thing? Is that it? Yeah. All right. See you later, guys. Thank you again. Bye.